Alright, Clashers, here we are. This is Murder Inc. with our 6th war recap. Yeah, number 6. So we had a victory against the Dutch Outlaws. So again, these guys were, I don't know, they weren't even quite just go wipers. They did a bunch of weird stuff. I think they swung at Johann with dragons with, it was just kind of crazy. They had a few super rush Town Hall 10s, some rush Town Hall 9s. Had a little bit of trouble down here cleaning up, but we managed to take it down anyway. So we're going to go ahead and see here. This is this Chainsaw Mac hitting number 2. Mac's on the war recap again. Hopefully he's going to get some competition soon. Epic. Johann, you guys need to pick it up. Here he goes. Swings in. Gets his lore. Goes ahead and drops the witches down. And he had to lure on that one, even though it was almost like a no lore attack because the clan castle was too far away. They weren't going to activate. It was going to be a less controlled situation. They're going to be in the middle with all those defenses hitting them. So went ahead and lured. This guy had his king and queen on the edge. Very foolish. It's just too easy to kill him. Just too easy. Here he comes with a 3-finger drop up at the top. See the bomb go off. He drops it. It keeps his hogs alive there. He didn't bother to bring a jump because he was getting enough out of that golem and his kill squad that he just didn't really need it. And the extra heal was way more valuable. You got to really gauge that. What am I going to get if I bring that jump? Is it gonna make up for losing a heal? And as you can see, that last heal was pretty darn important. Kept that last group up long enough to go ahead and knock all these defenses out. Got a little scared here. He got nailed with a late bomb, and there's a double bomb. But the queen is still alive. The king's still alive. The witches are still up, and it's going to be just enough to take this one down. And we're going to speed up a little bit here because it's just cleanup now. It's a whole lot of cleanup, but it's cleanup nonetheless. He's going to come through, beat up these last few buildings. We're going to speed it up here again. And they're just going to get, everything is going to just cut through these walls and get those last couple buildings in the town hall. Good job, Mac. Way to keep that kill squad killing. Let's see here. Johann hitting 4. He did step up this war. I'm sorry, Johann. I meant Vincent and Epic need to step up. Let's see here. We're going to replay. We'll watch it. This was a wonky base. So he's got his queen on the outside here. I love that. Clan castles on the outside. Easy to lure. Easy to lure. He just drops one barb, sets it off. If you ain't going to get anything, use as little as possible, guys. That's the key. Get value for everything you do. So he drops his barb down over here. A little anchor action. Gets a wizard out. Some witches. Gets his queen down pretty quickly, which is good. You want to use that queen to get that kill squad almost every single time. Those witches just keep distracting. Dragon tried to turn around there, but it wasn't quite enough. So he drops his golem here. The purpose of the golem is generally to help you get to the queen. So if the queen's that easy to kill, a lot of times the troop space can be better used. But he does bring a jump, and that golem does do a lot of work. So I won't say it was wasted. It wasn't wasted at all. So let's see here. Comes down from the bottom, gets a heal there on all those defenses, especially that high HP Expo. And then everything just kind of clumps up and gets a lot of value out of his heals because of that. Let's see here. Now his kill squad's in the core. They're wrecking buildings. They're kind of, the king is, and those wizards are actually going after those skeletons, kind of leaving some things alone. But that golem is in there tanking everything. And he's got some wizards cleaning up buildings behind him here. Let's see, he's going to get the last few buildings here. It was pretty close. Because he has no heals left. His hogs are up there by themselves. They got another skeleton trap on them. But he kept them alive so well through the earlier part of the raid that there's just so many of them left. There was nothing they could do. It didn't matter that he had no heals left. And again, this guy didn't really have bombs inside his base, so he does get a little lucky here. And one hog splits off and goes after those builder huts at the top. If it hadn't, oh, this raid was done if they hadn't split off and gone up there. But cleanup is underway. We're gonna go ahead and speed it up here. Oh, bomb! Good thing that bomb wasn't in the center. And he set another bomb off up there. There we go. Don't put your bombs on the outside. Put them on the inside, guys. Lesson of the day. We're going to swing down, and there's a little bit of slim pickings here, but we're going to watch Doc hit number 11. He's going to start off with a nice simple lure here. Again, didn't spend any more than he had to. And this is something, so he drops a wizard here. And that wizard really doesn't do anything that an archer wouldn't do. And you're going to watch, he drops another wizard to kind of keep pulling him up. And that could have just been another barb. And it would have gotten the same thing done. So he spent 8 troop space to do what 2 troop space could have done. And reality is, he would have had 2 more troop space left. He could have distracted those CC troops with the extra barbs, and he might have had an extra wizard. He might not have had to drop all of his wizards. That's what it comes down to. So he might have 1 or 2 in the bag right now, which would have helped a lot with his cleanup. But what I loved about this raid were the deep heals. He didn't heal too early. Now, you be careful. You don't want to heal too late. But those deep heals really kept his hogs alive. Look at all those hogs he's got. Just 2 big groups of hogs. And they just tear through the rest of this base. And to be honest, that's why he didn't need cleanup. Because he did such a good job with his deep heal that it just wasn't necessary. And those, as you notice, those poison spells are not doing exactly what they used to do with the skeleton traps. So we're going to have to kind of change our thinking about their value. But we're going to speed it up some here because this base is wrecked. The king's still alive, kind of causing a little bit of mischief over there, but nothing that these hogs can't handle. Jumps over, they go ahead and take him out, and that's about it. We're going to speed it up, set off another bomb there. You not only keep them inside, guys, have a double bomb set. I know we don't see hog raiders a lot, but you got to be ready for the good clans, not the bad clans. We can beat the clans that go wipe and build bases to defend against go wipe. It's the guys that we're going to hit occasionally that know how to hog that we're going to have trouble with. So plan for them. So last one here, we're going to watch VC. This is probably going to be one of his last drag attacks. He's almost got level 4 hogs, and it's going to be all hogs. But man, VC really knows how to make a funnel. So he drops one down over here. He drops one down over here. He drops his king down over here and a drag. And just, if you notice, these drags that he drops in over here, because he cut those corners off and those drags are going to go down, they're all going to go to the center. They're all going to go to this and to this. And he's going to drop his balloons in a way that they're going to kind of get in there too and do that same work. His lightning's going to take care of this one. And that's what you want to do, guys. You got to funnel those dragons. They will go after the nearest building. They don't care if they're getting hit by an AD. They don't care what's going on. The only thing that's going to misdirect them is the CC, and that only so much. So you've got to funnel your hogs. You can't just drop them in a line and hope for the best. Yeah, it might win occasionally. It might even win regularly against bad bases, but again, you can't plan around beating bad bases. You're going to lose if you do that. So as balloons get in here, get ahead of the drags, start knocking out all these little defenses here, just kind of clearing out a lot of the buildings for the drags. And it can be good when they get ahead because they'll soak up some of the seeking mines occasionally, and that's a big deal. That's basically like one balloon replaced a dragon, and that can save a raid right there. So I don't know. It always feels like I'm gonna speed up just a little bit, but it always feels like it's all clean up after you do your funnel right with drags. The whole thing's just clean up. So here he goes. Last few buildings going down. And we are finished. Good job, Violent Canadian. Well, guys, that has that is the war recap there. We've got another one started. Looks pretty even. Let's take a look at them. Wrong button. There we go. Celtic Templars. So 6-on-6 as far as town halls go, and they have 41 wins. That might just be because they don't raid a lot. We'll see. They did have some pretty upgraded troops and some decent bases, so hopefully it's good war. But anyway, I'll see you in a couple of days. This has been the D with MRder Inc. Keep going for 3 stars, guys.